Assalamu alaikum. Chapter 1, Introduction to Science in Islam. In Islam, seeking knowledge is an act of worship. Worship means submission to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in all that He commands and prohibits. Linguistically, knowledge means knowing the reality of something. Submission to Allah, the Exalted, and worshipping Him necessitates knowledge about Allah. Though knowing Him physically is impossible, for He sees and He is not seen, He says about Himself. No vision can grasp him, but he grasps all vision. He is Al Latif, the most subtle and courteous, well acquainted with all the things. It is also impossible that he should have a like him. He says about himself, there is nothing like him, and he is the all hearer and all seer. Surah As-Surah. And he is far above having a partner, he says. He has no partner, and of this I have been commanded, and I am the first of the Muslims. Surah Al Anam. Then how can he be known so that he can be worshipped and obeyed? That is the obligation of man. Allah has endowed him with the reason and senses with which he can discover him through reflection on manifestations of the universe and through his wonderful creations and great signs. Those who are able to make this discovery are the intelligent ones. The glorious Qur'an Mazid has illustrated manifestations of this universe and invited human minds to reflect on its wonderful creation. It presents an illustration of the earth and the mountains and that are fixed upon it and the seas that run beneath it. Allah says in the Quran, and He has affixed into the earth mountains standing firm, lest it should shake with you, and rivers and roads, that you may guide yourselves. Surah Al Nahl. He also says, have we not made the earth as a bed and the mountains as pegs? Surah An Naba. The Quran presents an illustration of the sea and what benefits man is endowed with from it on the following sayings. And he is who has subjected the sea to you, that you eat thereof fresh tender meat, fish, and that you bring forth out of it ornaments to wear, and you see the ships plowing through it, that you may seek thus of his bounty by transporting the goods from place to place, and that you may be grateful. Surah An-Naml. The illustration shows how the mountains are page like shape due to their deep roots, and the two seas kinds of water are not alike. This is fresh, sweet, and pleasant to drink, and that is salt and bitter. And from them both you eat fresh, tender meat, fish, and derive ornaments that you wear, and you see the ships cleaving the sea water as they sail through it, that you may seek of his bounty, and that you may give thanks. Surah Fatir. It also illustrates the miraculous phenomena of seas, and it is he who has let free the two seas kinds of water, one palatable and sweet, and the other salt and bitter. He has set a barrier and a complete partition between them. Surah Al Furqan. And he has let loose the two seas, the salty and the fresh water, meeting together. Between them is a barrier which none of them can transgress. Then which of the blessings of your Lord will both jinn and men deny? Surah Ar-Rahman. It illustrates the natural phenomena of the heaven and its relationship with the earth. And among his signs is that he shows you the lightning for fear and for hope, and he sends down water, rain from the sky, and therewith revives the earth after its death. Verily, in that are indeed signs of people who understand. Surah Ar-Rum. And it is he who shows you the lightning as a fear for travelers and as a hope for those who wait for the rain. And it is he who brings up or originates the clouds heavy with water, and a wrath thunder glorifies and praises him, and so do the angels because of his awe. He sends the thunderbolts, and therewith he strikes whom he wills. Yet the disbelievers dispute about Allah, and he is mighty in strength. A beautiful depiction of salt water and sweet water flowing together without meeting, and severe punishment. Allah thereby established the foundation of the science of nature. The Quran presents the picture of the heaven and what is in it, its space of planets and stars. And indeed, we have put the big stars in the heaven, and we beautified it for the beholders. Surah Al Hijr. Allah made the stars a guide for humans. He says, "It is He who has set the stars for you, so that you may guide your course with their help through the darkness of the land and the sea." We have indeed explained that in detail our ayat, proofs, evidences, verses, lessons, signs, revelations, etc. for people who know. Surah Al-Anam. The Quran presents the picture of the sun and the moon and defines their relationship with the earth and human life. And we have appointed the night and the day as two ayat, signs. Then we have obliterated the sign of the night with darkness, while we have made the sign of day illuminating, that you may seek bounty from your Lord, and that you may know the number of years and the reckoning. And we have explained everything in detail with full explanation. Surah Al Isra. And he emerges the night into the day. The decrease in the hours of the night are added into the hours of the day, and he emerges the day into the night, and decrease in the hours of the day are added to the night of the night. And he has subjected the sun and the moon. Each runs its course for a term appointed. Surah Fatir. Allah thereby laid the foundation of astrology. The Quran presents illustrations of water and plants and their relationship with human and animal life. Have they not seen how we drive water to the dry land that has no vegetation and therewith bring forth crops, providing food for their cattle and themselves? Will they not then see? Surah As Sajda. The Quran presents the pictures of botanical life and development. See you not that Allah sends down water, rain, from the sky, and causes it to penetrate the earth, and then makes it to spring up as water springs, and afterwards thereby produces crops of different colors, and afterward they wither, and you see them turn yellow. Then he makes them dry and broken pieces. Verily, in this is a reminder for men for understanding. Surah Zumar. It then mentions the different kinds of fruits, and it is he who produces gardens trellised and untrellised, and date palms and crops of different shape and taste, their fruits and their seeds, and olives and pomegranates, similar in kind and different in taste. Eat of their fruit when they ripen, but pay the due thereof, its zakat, according to Allah's order, 1/10th or 1/20th on the day of its harvest, and waste not by extravagance. Verily, he likes not al musrifun, those who waste by extravagance. Surah Al Anam. And he is who sends down water, rain from the sky. From it you drink, and from it grows the vegetation on which you send your cattle to pastures. It he causes to grow for you the crops, the olives, the date palms, the grapes, and every kind of fruit. Verily, in this is indeed an evident proof and a manifest sign for people who give thought. Surah Al Nahl.